Hey YouTube, I just did a tutorial on music syncing. If you haven't checked that out, you should go check it out right now because this video still applies to that. Um, so I'm going to show you now how to do text and video zoom to the beat of the music. So this is the exact same video I had in the tutorial from the music syncing. So you better check that one out if you don't know how to make these marks uh, for the music. So the first thing you got to do is either, if you're gonna do like text zoom, then you want to insert your text media right here. If you use a different program to make your text, like you don't like just the Vegas text, then you can just insert the picture and you can do the exact same thing with the picture. You're just gonna need to like chroma key out the background color of your text if you're doing a picture like that. So it's super easy. All you have to do is open your event pan crops just by clicking this little square right there, event pan crop, and all you have to do, you see if you like pull this in and out, it changes the size of the text right here. So you just if you want to start like make it look like the text coming from like behind the screen and then into view, you just set it like that, nice and this square nice and small so that the text is really big, and then you click right here on your timeline. You want to make sure you're clicking on the light gray part, the up top part, and then you drag it out, and that it creates like a new spot on your timeline. And then so that what that does is like hey YouTube, whoops, I accidentally clicked on either tutorial that I'm still making, sorry. So you can see that makes the text come in. So now if you want to do it to the beat, what you have to do is, might as well undo that. So what you want to do now is you need to separate the text into separate little parts by clicking on each of these little lines that you made in the music syncing. And to separate them you click S, the S key, like sick or stupid. So you separate all of these, and then what that means is each of these separate little lines is, if you want to zoom in, just like use your mouse and like scroll like you would on a page. But that means each of these little separate things has their own separate event pan crop. So the event pan crop affects the timeline in between these two marks that you did with your music syncing. So if you want the text to like come in, you'd make it real small. Whoops, real small on the first part, and then at the very end you can just click the top half. You can just click this like checkered area, but make sure you click it on the top half, otherwise something's gonna go wrong. And then you drag this part way out like that. So what that's gonna do is make the text like come out. So then that's only gonna affect this very first little chunk. So then maybe on the second part you're gonna want your text to come from really small to, now this just clicking this makes it affect like the timeline. So like from here to here, that's what's gonna happen. If you put something in here, it's gonna affect it in the middle. But since you already have your music syncing all done, you don't want to mess with anything in the middle for this particular thing. And then once you got it out and you want it smaller, you gotta right click to click restore, and then that brings it up to that, and then you make it smaller like that. So that's gonna do that type of thing. And that's basically how you change the view. It's really pretty much the same for like a view of this. So I'll just show you just to let you know if you want like a example or something, if you can't figure it out. So I'll just cut up the first few. So this is what it's gonna look like. You just cut them into sections just like the text, and like to do like a separated by the music syncing that I showed you before. Then you go to your event pan crop, and just like this is a little timeline. So this is, in case I didn't explain it clearly enough before, this side right here is this spot right here, this number 1 on the timeline, and this end part is the end. And then when you're doing the one on the second music syncing, it's going to be, the first one is going to be right here, and the second one is going to be right here. So if you put something here and here, it's just going to be like a natural flowing change from that to that by the end. I don't know how to explain it better. I'm not really good at tutorials, sorry if this isn't clear enough. But anyways, if you want your view to kind of like zoom in, then to out, you just move this however you want at the beginning, and go to the end, and bring it back out, and it's going to do that. Like, so that's how it's going to look. And then, one more thing, if you want to like move like the camera like this, especially when it's zoomed in, so if you want to like zoom out, but you want it to be like focused right on the tip of that bullet, you do that, and then at the end, just like restore so it's the full screen, or to whatever point you want. So like it is Osrys. Sorry, I clicked that old tutorial again. Sorry. But like wherever you make this from, like this time I can make it from the back of the bullet. Whoops, don't want to mess with that. This time I make it come out of the back of the bullet, and then at the end it's gonna be back restored. Demon. So I feel like I've done a poor job of explaining this, but it's like the best job I can do. This is also like an application. You can use this if you just want like a zoomed in view of a part. Like you can see I'm a demon. Sorry, that was fun music. You can see I just zoomed in just on the bullet, and like I said before, this, like, if you pick the part at each side of the timeline. So you pick the zoomed in part, like the very extreme part, and then the extreme part on the opposite side, like right there. And Vegas just makes it like a nice flow in between. So it'll transfer it from this to this in like a flowing video. I hope I'm clear enough. If I'm not, go ahead and message me. You can send me a YouTube message. If you want, you can ask my Skype, and I will send it to you in a YouTube message, and you can ask me, we can chat on that, and I can try to explain it a little better. And I think I'm doing one more tutorial as requested by Armadillo Effects. He's really sweet. He helped me get my Vegas back because I'm too stupid to figure out that type of thing, like how to crack Vegas and such. And he's not, so he helped me out. And I'm going to link his channel in the description. He's featured on my channel. He has his first OCE out. He's doing really good for a new editor. And I guess that's it. I'll see you guys later, and I'll probably be making one more tutorial like right after this. So good luck with editing. See ya.